All right. So as we continue with, let's continue with our discussion, our review on the different types of leadership, at the same time, leadership theories, and other topics associated with leadership and management. So today we're going to discuss about contemporary leadership theories. These are the first set of theories actually which address the leadership function necessary to develop learning organizations and lead transforming change. So this there are actually two types of leaders in the contemporary leadership, which are the transactional leader, the type of leader which is concerned or who is concerned with the day-to-day operations of your institution, as well as the transformational one who is committed to a vision that empowers others. Okay, so a leader who commits people to action, who converts followers into leaders, and who converts leaders into agents of change. So when you say transformational, he or she is concerned not only with the operations or the daily activities of the organization, but at the same time, he is also concerned with the morale, the physical and at the same time emotional and psychological well-being of the people under his control. And of course he's not this type of leader is not afraid that someone among his ranks uh, will become the next or will become his or her successor, because you have to take note that there are leaders who are really afraid of people who possesses potentials. Okay, takot sila na later on yung taong nasa baba nila will become their successor, and that is actually a selfish act, okay, coming from a leader. So when you are a leader, this is what I've learned from my mentor, from a dean from Tugigaraw, okay, who would always tell me that you have to duplicate yourself, okay, from the people available, all right, from the people available in your department. Okay, so there will be no other successor, okay, in your position. But of course, your clinical instructors, or maybe in the future your students as well. So sabi niya, kailangan i-train mo na sila as early as now. Okay, you have to monitor their progress. At the same time, wala ka dapat ipagdadamot na kailangan nilang matutunan, because you uh, if you were able to duplicate yourself, okay, among the people in your office or among your subordinates, it will be very easy. It will be very comfortable, convenient, easy on your part to to um to do your daily activities, sabi niya. Okay, dahil nga meron ka ng kapareho ng pag-iisip, okay, pareho na kayo ng goal, pareho kayo ng mindset, okay, parehas kayo ng direction na pupuntahan, because you have to duplicate it yourself, mas madali na lang. So, actually, you have to also remember that majority of people would resign from their jobs, not because of low salary, not because of absence of incentives, but because of a non-accepting, okay, na leader or manager in your institution. That is why, okay, Burns, okay, a theorist, a noted scholar in the area of leader-follower interactions, was one of among, okay, those who suggest that um, okay, there should be a raise in the level of motivation and morality in a certain institution. That is why he was able to identify transformational leadership. Okay, and sabi nga niya, this is a very important type of leadership, since you are not just transforming the institution as a whole, but at the same time you are transforming each and every individual or yes, in subordinate among your ranks. All right. So transformational leaders, according to Burns, focuses on the vision and empowerment. Okay, so isulat natin. So when you say alright, when you say transformational leadership, okay, or leaders, they actually, alright, focus on the vision and empowerment. O, di ba napakagandang combination? You are directed towards the objective of the institution. At the same time, you are also directed towards the individual members, okay, or individual member of your organization as well. So, directed yung mga tao mo at the same time, ikaw din nakikita nila that you are directed at the same time with the objectives of the organization. So, in your transformational leadership, sabi niya, um, the qualities, all right, that the leader should possess, okay, in a transformational leadership is that the leader identifies or is able to identify common values, okay, identifies common values, okay. So whatever is uncommon, kung sino man yung mga oppositions, for sure kokonti na lang yan and it would be very easy for you to transform them since majority of the members of the institution are actually are geared, okay, towards your mission or your vision. This type of leaders, okay, are caretakers, okay. They're caretakers. Okay, they would see to it that everyone is okay. They would check on them on a daily basis or in very frequently. Kumusta na kayo? Are you doing well? Is everyone safe? Mga ganyan. They inspire, okay? They inspire others with their commitment to the vision. Okay? They inspire others with of course their commitment to the vision, with their vision. Okay? So once your subordinates are aware of your commitment, okay, to the goals and objectives of the institution, they become inspired as well. Okay, na tayo nga, 'di ba, ordinaryong miyembro ng organization natin, yun na lang din yung iisipin natin to be one, okay, to be united or to follow the 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 what do you call this one, the objectives of the organization. Yung leader natin marami pang iniisip yan, pero sobrang ano siya, sobrang committed, directed siya, ayan, with the goals and objectives of the institution. So there is no other means, okay, or there are no other reasons for us be um, to be opposing or to be debating from uh, that vision coming from our leader. Okay, they have long-term vision as well. They look at the effects. Okay, and they empower their people. All right, they empower their people. Whereas in a transactional form of leadership, okay, you have to take note that leaders under this form of leadership are actually focused on the task, okay, they're focused on the task and they are all right, they get they have um they have to see they see to it that the work is okay, the work is done. All right. All right. So they see to it that work is done, okay, or there is something that is accomplished within a certain period of time. And transactional leaders as well, also focuses on management tasks. Okay? They focus on management tasks. Yung tao, bahala na kayo dyan. Basta I have to do my job. I have to do my work. Alright? As a manager, pagdating sa mga tao, pagdating sa manpower, bahala na kayo dyan. Okay? These people believes, okay, these leaders uh, believes that if I do my work very well, then it follows na magiging maganda rin yung performance ng aking mga tao. Okay? They are committed, yes. Okay? They're very committed and they use trade-offs. Okay? They use trade-offs to meet the goals. Okay? They use trade-offs to meet the goals. They do not identify shared values as well. They do not identify shared values. They examine causes. Okay? They examine causes. Okay. Mas importante sa kanila yung, for example, merong conflict sa organization. Okay. In a transformational leader, hindi na niya tatanungin kung sinong nag-start, kung sino ang nag-ignite nung conflict within that organization. But a transformational leader would like to see the effect of the conflict. Ano ba ang moral lesson ng conflict? Ano ba yung natutunan ng tao nila dun sa conflict? Ano ba yung naging epekto niyan sa buhay nila at the same time dun sa organization? Whereas for a transactional leader, mas importante sa kanya na malaman kung sino ang nagsimula, mas importante sa kanya kung sino ang nag-ignite ng conflict in that organization. All right? So, ayun nga, ang mission ng ating transformational leader is to get in touch, okay, to dig in deeper with the effects. Okay, ano ba yung matututunan mo that will make you a different individual after. Okay? Ano ba yung naging lesson ng conflict na yan? Okay, na pwede mong baguhin para maging mas effective ka next time. Whereas for a transactional leader, okay, sino ba yung nagsimula niyan? Bakit mo ginawa? Bakit ganyan? Okay, bakit? Madaming bakit. Alright? There are a lot of, okay, whys. Okay? The leader, the transactional leader here would ask most of the time yung mga whys, okay, or the why questions. Alright? So, okay. All right. So transactional leadership is also defined as transactional leaders are actually described to be leaders who identifies the needs of their followers and provides rewards to meet those needs in exchange for expected outcome or performances. So sila yung mga leaders na nagbibigay ng commissions, okay? For example, we were able to target 100% of our vaccination, okay, or vaccination activities. Then the leader here would throw a party, mga ganyan, or would give monetary rewards or commissions, okay, just to motivate their people. So they motivate by means of exchange process. Kaya nga siya transactional. There will always be transaction, meron laging bargaining, meron laging para siyang barter system that if you give me a good service, I will give you a certain amount or monetary amount. Okay? So, kaya siya transactional. Meron laging transaction sa inyong dalawa. Okay? It is a business transaction. And all right, so transactional leadership has four types of behavior. You have contingent reward. Yung sabi nga natin kanina, there will always be a sort of reward system that exists in the in the in the workplace. Okay, so they influence behavior. The leader clarifies the work needed to be accomplished, and they would always use rewards or incentives, commissions, monetary amounts, monetary okay incentives, okay, to motivate people, okay, to work to accomplish something. Management by exception, okay, so leaders uses correction or punishment as a response to unacceptable performance. Di ba sabi natin kanina, lagi nilang tinitignan yung dahilan, lagi nilang tinitignan yung naging cause ng kanilang ng conflict in the organization. That's why they they look into that cause. Okay, usually a person or a member of the team, okay, member of the organization. And once they were able to identify that person, they will employ punishment, okay, ayan, or corrective measures, alright? So, pwedeng ma-suspend, okay, kung medyo mild lang naman, pwedeng matanggal sa trabaho kung yung gravity is severe, alright? So, active management, also number three is active management by exception, okay? This is to influence behavior. The leader actively monitors the work performed and uses corrective methods to ensure that the work is completed. And of course, your laissez-faire leadership. Okay, the leader is indifferent and has a hands-off approach. Okay, the leader is indifferent and has a hands-off approach. All right. So in a laissez-faire leadership, there is the leader here is the direct opposite of an autocratic leader. So when you say autocratic, siya yung nagde-decide ng lahat, siya dapat yung masunod, siya dapat lahat-lahat. Okay? Autocratic. All right? Instead of a single leader, okay, dun sa autocratic natin, making all the decisions for the organization, group, or team, in this kind of leadership, yung laissez-faire, the leader makes few decisions, and then later on, he will allow okay, the staff to choose appropriate workplace solutions. Okay? So, pare-parehas lang yung mga laissez-faire leaders natin. They share the same behavior and the same leadership style. Okay? So, ang ginagawa niya dito is, alright, magmi-meet, okay? Tapos, magbibigay kayo lahat ng suggestions ninyo. And then, ang mangyayari pag nagbigay ka ng suggestions, magkukuha kayo doon ng pinakamagandang tawag dito, pinakamagandang ideas, okay? Doon sa pinakamagandang ideas na gagamitin ninyo for that certain activity or program for that matter. And then, once you arrive on a certain decision already, okay, kayong mga staff, alright, i-finalize ninyo yan, ipapolish ninyo yung inyong ginawang decision. Kapag may ano diyan, may mga tawag dito, may mga negative effects, madaming consequences, maraming hindi magandang tawag dito, maraming hindi naging magandang epekto yung ginawa ninyong desisyon. Okay, syempre, ano yan, labas dito si leader. O kaya nga siya meron siyang hands-off approach. Okay, so once na nagkabulilyaso ang lahat ng ginawa ninyo activities, yung decision ninyo, walang ano dyan, walang labas si leader dyan because all the decisions were made. Okay, lahat ng ginawa ninyong ideas are a product of a collaborative effort among the staff. Okay, the without any suggestions, without any recommendations, okay, coming from the leader. Okay? So, ganon ang inyong transactional leadership. It has some sort of laissez-faire leadership or component. So, next, of course, you have now your transformational leadership. Okay, according to Heinrich von Pierer, okay, leaders and followers raise one another to higher levels of motivation and morality. Okay, leaders are charismatic and visionary. They instill feelings of confidence, admiration, and commitment among followers. Intellectually stimulates followers to develop new ways to think about their problems. Um, Yun nga lang, ang nagiging negative effect lang ng transformational leadership minsan is that the staff or the followers are becomes very dependent. Okay, nagiging masyadong dependent din sila sa leader, and the problem here if the leader is absent or the leader is not already functioning in halimbawa nag-resign na siya, umalis na siya sa work, umalis na siya dun sa organization, um, na ano na nasa-shock or naninibago. Okay? Naninibago yung ating mga staff or yung kanyang mga followers. So, this kind of leader uses contingent rewards to positively reinforce performance consistent with the leader's wishes. All right. So, um, also, you have to take note that transformational leadership leads followers, okay, or the staff to levels of higher morals because this kind of leaders do the right thing for the right person. They treat people with care and compassion. They encourage followers to be more creative and innovative, and they inspire others with their vision. Okay, they want the people, the staff, to be one with his commitment. Okay, to the achievement of the goals. The This new shared vision, it provides the energy required to move forward or move towards the future. So, according to Huber, okay, another theorist who supports the transformational leadership, that one of the most important tenets of this kind of leadership is collective empowerment. Okay? So, yun nga, sabi natin, napapasunod ng transformational leader lahat or halos majority of the institution to be one with his, okay, mission. So, once na iisa, okay, the people are working in unison, mas madaling mag-decide on a certain um, problem, okay? Mas madaling mapasunod yung ating mga staff, okay? To be one with your to be one with the mission regardless on how challenging the process would be. Okay? So, okay. All right. So aside from transformational and transactional leadership, we also have our servant leadership. So servant leaders are considered to be stewards of the resources. Sila yung keepers, sila yung tagapagbantay ng resources such as human, okay, financial and otherwise provided by the organization. So silang tagabantay ng ating mga facilities, ng ating mga equipments, at the same time yung financial aspect and the human resources, okay, or the people working in the organization. So they encourage leaders to serve others while staying focused on achieving results in line with the organization's values and integrity. Okay, so characteristics of a servant leader are the following. They are good listeners, they empathize with their people, they have this healing approach, okay, they increase awareness of the people, they are so persuasive, yung mga sinasabi nila are so flowery, napaka mabulaklak, ika nga. Okay, they have the ability to conceptualize easily. Okay, they have bright ideas in mind. Okay, they are able to foresight. Okay, advance mag-isip, and of course, the organization is uh, have given their full trust and confidence to them, as they are able to become good keepers of the manpower, the equipments, the facilities, and everything inside the organization. So they have stewardship. They are commitment also to the growth of people personally and professionally, and they're able to build a harmonious, okay, community. Okay? Ayan ang characteristics ng ating steward leaders. So if you as a leader is willing to help others rather than dominate them, you must be prepared to do the following, such as endure, okay, misunderstandings and sufferings instead of seeking honor and glory. All right. So along the process, it will be very hard. It will be very challenging. A lot of people will oppose. A lot of people will, um, make fun of you. They will judge your abilities and your capacity to lead people. Maraming darating na stressful individuals who will challenge, okay, lahat ng pasensya, lahat ng kakayahan mo, yung holistic, okay, ability mo, yung lahat yan, yung puso mo, yung isip mo, yung physical capacities mo talaga, darating ka doon sa point na magi-give up ka, darating ka doon sa punto na mawawalan ka din ng lakas ng loob, lakas ng katawan. Okay, but of course, if you are geared towards your pursuit of excellence, okay, and your mission to transform people, to transform the organization as a whole, you will be able to easily overcome these obstacles, which will block or which will serve as barriers as you do your mission. So just like for example in the school, okay, when personally when I started with my job as a clinical instructor, medyo masaya. Okay, actually it's the happy one of the happiest moments. Okay, you get to talk with your students, okay, on a different level. Minsan nakakausap mo sila, okay, nababanggit nila lahat ng kanilang saloobin, okay, regarding their academics, regarding their families, and regarding their personal issues as well. At the same time, yung ano lang yung klase mo lang ang iniisip mo. Okay, you don't mind other classes, like for example yung mga kung nasa third year lang din talaga yung iniisip mo most of the time. At the same time, kung may isa, dalawang pasaway doon sa hinahandle mo at the moment, madali lang siya talaga na, alam mo yon, i-handle. But when I started my job as a dean, na hindi ko naman din pinangarap talaga, I was not even informed about it. Alam na nilang lahat tapos ako hindi ko pa alam. All right. And I during that time I I I did not, okay, accept it uh, immediately. So sabi ko, I was waiting for the former dean to decide kung ano ba talagang gusto niyang kunin, if it's the directorship of research or yung deanship ng nursing. So sabi ko, I will not accept the job yet, okay, unless you will be able to decide kung saan ka pupunta. So sabi ko, if there's a chance na makakuha sila ng director for research, di sabi ko hindi ko na kukunin yung position dahil ikaw na. Sabi ko, ikaw ulit. Ayan. But of course, as time goes by, napag-desisyonan din siguro niya na sa research na lang siya. Okay, so sabi ko, if this is my way to help you, since you've been very stressed, you've been very ano din, nalilito ka na rin siguro sa trabaho mo because research is very demanding at saka ano talaga yan, sobrang nagko-consume ng maraming oras. Okay? So you have to check individual activities or group activities. At the same time, kailangan pulido yung mga trabaho natin sa yung mga output ng mga bata. So sabi ko, if this is my way to help you, lessen the burden, okay, sige, tatanggapin ko. But if if the time comes na gusto mo nang bumalik at syempre wala na din akong kontrata, ibibigay ko yan sa'yo. So I am not really uh, I'm not really designed, okay, sabi ko nga, to uh, to become a yung ganung posisyon nga, yung nasa taas ka. It's really difficult. I was once a manager of an insurance, and ang problema ko pa noon is I was only 24. I think I was 24 or 25 that time. Tapos ang pinakabatang ahente ko is 28. So pinakamatanda is 62. So ako yung pinakabata, tapos sabi ko, how can I make my followers follow me? Kasi yung isa doon may PhD, yung isa naman alam mo yun, may mga ano sila, may mga malayo na rin ang narating nila. So how will I be able to make them follow me? So ang hirap. Until such time na noong una talaga, it was very chaotic. Ang daming mga issues regarding, okay, regarding doon sa office. Yung bago ka doon, talagang parang ibubuli ka din nila, i-challenge ka nila talaga. Lahat ng parte ng katawan mo, talagang yung energy mo para nilang hinihila. So when I assumed the deanship, ang ano talaga, ang hirap kasi you have to work with, you are at the middle kasi between the admin at the same time with the students as well. So madalas nagbabanggaan yan. I mean, magkaiba ang kanilang perspective. So the admin would like to implement this, pero pagdating sa estudyante, hindi nila tanggap, or hindi nila, what do you call this one, hindi nila malabag sa kalooban, or mahirap sa kalooban nila na i-accept yung decision na ito. So as a middle manager, um, you are torn really between two opposing giants, ika nga. So hindi mo alam kung susunod ka dun sa admin o dun sa sentimento din ng nasa baba mo, because ano mo din yan, they are also under your care. Ayan. But of course, later on, okay, maano mo naman yan, na pag-aaralan mo din, and you will be able to overcome also these kinds of issues as well. Ang mahirap la, actually, when it comes to the issues of students, madali lang kasing i-handle. Okay, especially na ang bata naman nakikinig yan. Okay? No matter how pasaway, no matter how hard-headed the student is, ano pa rin yan, meron pa rin siyang understanding and willing to listen na ears. Okay? So, yun nga lang pagdating sa katrabaho, or someone who is superior than you, at nagkaroon kayo ng issues din, yun yung minsan mahirap i-handle. Especially if, they have also vested interest. May mga may mga balak na sakim o hindi maganda, alright? Sa at tsaka hindi sila nakikiko-operate doon sa administration mo, no matter how wonderful, how good your intentions are. Ayan, gagawan at gagawan ka ng butas, okay, just for you to, give up, okay, at sila naman yung papasok doon. So ang hirap ng ganong sitwasyon. Pero when it comes to students, actually, hindi ka naman ma-stress sa estudyante, kasi yun naman ang trabaho mo talaga. Pero when it comes to workmates, or colleagues, na ganyan nga, mahirap pakiusapan. Yun yung talagang mag-challenge, okay? Doon sa perspective mo, at the same time doon sa on how you will handle, okay, your institution very well. Okay? So, if you are a leader, sabi nga, you are willing to help others rather than dominate them. You must be prepared to show initiative when people are apathetic. Okay? Pag wala na silang pakialam, okay, they're not motivated, then okay, the you have to ignite initiative. You have to let them know, okay, that there is a project, may mga ganitong activities, may mga ganito tayong dapat gawin, and you expect them to be very cooperative. You expect them to have this initiative to form, to build, to act on these projects or activities. So pag once na nakita nila na maganda yung plano mo, nakita nila na maayos ka magtrabaho, nakita nila na you are really you are one with them, okay? Nakita nila din na wala ka din namang ibang gusto kundi mapabuti yung kanilang buhay, okay? Madali mo din silang madali mo silang mapapasunod, okay? And you know, mas mas madali on your part since if everyone is working, okay, if everyone is mobilized, okay, para gumawa ng mabuti sa inyong institution or if na magtrabaho para dun sa ikauunlad ng institution ninyo, okay, mas yon, mas hindi masyadong mahirap, hindi masyadong toxic yung inyong trabaho. So, you must be prepared also to forge ahead so it will be very easy to drift with the tide. Okay, so if there are problems that may come along the way, all right, if yun nga kung iisa kayo, sabi nga nila um ano yun? Um yung sabi nga nila to get ano na yun? Ayun, united we stand, divided we fall. So, yung isang tingting na walis, hindi yan makaka hindi yan makakalinis ng mas maraming kalat. But if mas maraming tingting yung bubuuin mo to make a walis, mas marami siyang malilinisan, mas malinis mas magiging maganda yung cleaning process that you will have to do. So another type is of course yung servant leadership natin, ika nga is in nursing is selfless. Okay, there should be selfless commitment and devotion to your duty. So this recognizes the necessity of providing holistic care o yung buong pag-aalaga natin dun sa ating mga pasyente, not just physically but of course emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. So nurse leaders are duty bound in the promotion of spiritual environment for their patient. Actually, in in the recent years, talagang included na rin yung spiritual nursing. And if you will be taking your master's later on, the spiritual nursing is actually embedded already or is contained in the curriculum. So pinag-aaralan na rin natin yan as part of our okay as part of our professional responsibility. Okay, so quantum leadership, another type, is believes that change dominates the climate. All right, so there is continual movement and change that occurs in reality, and creativity, including innovation, are at the core of good work performance. So, laging tatandaan si RIC, okay, change in reality, okay, um, at the same time, there is innovation and creativity. These are the core um, components of quantum leadership, as well as your quantum leaders in nursing offers creative and innovative solutions. They seek to discover educational opportunities instead of relying on past methods. That's why the nursing profession is continuously evolving. Hindi siya yung absolute, okay? Hindi siya yung kung ano yung napag-aralan noon, siya na rin, we should rely on it and up until today. Hindi ganon. It, the nursing profession is innovative. It keeps on discovering things, okay, or concepts which may be very helpful in our delivery of care. All right? So, ang dami-daming pagbabago actually na nangyari sa nursing profession in the recent years. Okay? So, ang maayon nga, isang subject pa pala when you take your master's later on are nursing trends and issues. So, yun yung talagang starting point ng pagiging researcher, ng pagiging um, potential theories din natin, okay? Because if you are able to find ways or find solutions or discover something that would be very helpful in the profession, yun yung starting point ika nga ng pagiging din natin, pagiging theories, okay, or potential theories natin. There are actually a lot of Filipino theories din. When I was in college, wala pa kaming masyadong na-identify na Filipino theories, okay, in nursing. But nowadays, in the theoretical foundations of nursing na subject natin, ang dami na natin na-identify actually na nursing leaders from the Philippines who have contributed a lot of concepts and their ideas in the development of our profession. So they provide mentoring opportunities and expert preceptorship. So when you say preceptorship, there is a preceptor, meron siyang mga preceptees. Okay, preceptor yung parang CI, kumbaga, yung instructor. Preceptees yung kanyang mga students. So, lahat ng skills, ituturo niya yan, okay, one by one on a daily basis or in a frequent, okay, schedule. So, halimbawa, day one ng kanilang activities is how to insert NGP, how to insert IFC, how to collect urine specimen. Okay? So, yun yung activities nila for a certain day. Meron silang actual performance, okay, of on how to do these skills. So, ito yung tinatawag nating preceptorship. How to insert IV cannula, okay? And then yung pag-insert ng IV cannula is hindi siya isang araw lang. So this preceptor will guide, okay, the preceptee over a period of time until the preceptee masters the skills. Okay? So motivation theories, it is a belief that workers' outputs are greater when they are treated humanistically. So if, okay, you treat your people or your manpower in a humane way, okay, ibibigay mo yung lahat ng nasa karapatan nila bilang isang trabahador. At the same time, you employ also a charismatic and compassionate way of leadership. Okay, mas magiging maganda yung output. Minsan, kahit mababa yung sahod, basta maganda yung trato sa'yo, you are motivated actually to work. Hindi mo iniisip masyado yung hirap ng yung baba ng sahod na meron kayo. But of course, mahirap yung trabaho, tapos mahirap din yung pakikitungo ng mga boss mo, yung mga leaders mo sa'yo. The tendency is, you get out from a certain institution because sometimes peace of mind is more important than uh, the amount of money, okay, that you get from that institution for that matter. So motivation is a great part, of course. The desire, okay, to work, okay, in that organization are actually keys, okay, are actually important or vital component of the motivational theory. So whatever influences our choices and will create direction. It is a process that occurs internally to influence and direct our behavior in order to satisfy the needs. So another or one type of um, motivational theory is your Maslow's hierarchy of needs by Abraham Maslow. Okay, wherein motivation begins when a need is not met. Alright. So, pag halimbawa, at the bottom of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, your shelter, your physiologic needs, your dito, food, okay, air, water, mga ganyan, are not actually met kung kulang yung hindi ka kontento dun sa bahay mo, kung kulang yung pagkain mo, there is ano pa yung mga ibang physiologic needs, yung kulang sa rest, kulang masyado tayong pagod from our work, then motivation actually begins. Naghahanap tayo ng ibang paraan. We are so determined to find ways to satisfy these needs, okay? These physiologic needs, okay? So thirst has to be satisfied first before a person is motivated to pursue higher needs. Okay, so when we meet, okay, this satisfaction, all right, when we meet, okay, when we are able to meet our needs, okay, yung hinahanap nating mga pangangailangan natin, then, motivation actually begins. Okay? So, this is now your Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the lower part or at the bottom part is your physiologic need, okay, followed by safety and security, okay, and then belongingness, love and belongingness, you have your STEAM needs. Ito na yung updated, okay? After STEAM needs, you have cognitive needs like knowledge and understanding. You also have aesthetic needs, order and beauty. And of course, the at the top is still your self-actualization or the realization of your potentials. Okay, so naidagdag is yung cognitive at saka yung aesthetic needs natin. Alright? So, yun. Okay. So number two is your monistic theory by Frederick Taylor. Okay, your monistic methods or your incentives or merits in such as increase in your salary, bonus system, profit sharing, saving sharing. Ito yung ano natin ito madalas ito na yung ating motivation nowadays. Okay, since life is so difficult. Okay, napaka mahal na ng bilihin, ang dami nating pinagkakagastusan ngayon na hindi naman pinagkakagastusan dati. Like for example, internet connection, okay, load sa ating cellphone. Kasi wala namang cellphone din noon. Life is very simple. Ngayon, hindi na patok ang mga mga black and white televisions. Kailangan sumasabay ka na rin sa agos, meron ka ng tawag dito, yung mga smart TV, mga ganyan. So, madami tayong pinagkakagastusan actually to, to catch up with technology and of course to experience then a comfortable life. That's why we are working, okay, we are working so hard. We we have very ang tawag dito, we have dreams, okay, for our families, for our children, okay, para yung mga naranasan ng magulang natin noon ay hindi na nila maranasan. That's why we are so motivated to work hard for them. Okay? And you have to take note that in monistic theory, monistic means money. Okay? The pay would depend on productivity. All right. So mararanasan ninyo yan actually when you try to work in the hospital later on or any other institution. Just like in our case, when I started working in the hospital, dalawang klase kasi ang item ng nurse. So meron silang nursing assistant, then meron silang nurse din, okay, na item. So when you say nursing assistant, actually this is intended for non-nursing personnel like midwives, yung mga nursing assistant, graduate ng nursing assistants, okay, yung mga non-nursing, mga eduk, underboard na gustong magtrabaho sa hospital, ito yung binibigyan nila ng nursing assistant na item. Whereas for the nurse item, of course, syempre para sa mga nurses yan. But due to a limited budget and scarce resources then by the PLGU that time, yung mga nag-a-apply na nurse because there is a surplus of nurses before, yung mga nag-a-apply na nurses ay hindi nabibigyan ng nurse na item immediately. What the hospital give is the nursing assistant item. So, as a nursing assistant, okay, kung midwife ka kasi for example or nursing assistant ka talaga, hindi ka nurse tapos binigyan ka ng NA na item, yung trabaho mo lang like taking the BS, you do the interview, mga ganun ang binibigay sa'yo. Pero kung nurse ka, tapos ang binigay na item sa'yo is nursing assistant, na ma-maximize yung trabaho mo as a nurse. So, instead na hindi ka na magcha-charting, nagcha-charting ka pa. Imbes na hindi ka nag-endorse doon sa ward o kinapasyente, nag-endorse ka because you are a nurse, you are knowledgeable on an endorsement, on a documentation. So, na-maximize yung trabaho mo to the point na yung trabaho ni NA, okay, at saka ni nurse talaga, magkapareho na. Pero ang pinagkaiba, magkaiba kayo ng sahod. Si NA is receiving 12,000 while si nurse is receiving 18 to 19,000. So there's actually a 7,000 difference. Minsan nga, mas marami pang ginagawa na si NA kaysa si nurse. Bakit? Kasi dati ang trabaho ni NA, mag-VS, mag-entertain ng pasyente, okay. And dahil nga nurse ka, may knowledge ka, tapos nabigyan ka ng NA na item, ginagawa mo na din pati yung trabaho na ginagawa ng isang nurse. So, minsan nag-iisip ka din, bakit gano'n? Parang mas marami na akong ginagawa, tapos mas bababa yung aking sahod. Tas ang problema pa, parehas lang kayo ng years of service ni nurse. Yun nga lang kasi, mas malakas ang kapit, okay, ni nurse. Sabay kayong pumasok, mas mabilis siya na-promote because, he's the son of the governor, he's the son of a board member, mga ganyan. So, minsan napapaisip ka, okay, hindi na ako magtatrabaho ng sobra-sobra. I will not do overtime, hindi na ako tutulong sa ganito because I'm only paid this amount, 11,000 or 12,000, tas ikaw 19,000, tas pabanjing-banjing ka lang diyan, okay, papetiks-petiks ka lang. So ito yung ano, yung theory ni Frederick Taylor na monistic theory that pay would depend on your productivity. At the same time, our productivity depends on the pay. At the same time, this concept also, okay, will tell you that your production or your performance, okay, would depend on the would depend on how much you receive. So, for example, ang trabaho mo is 6 hours, okay, pero mas mahirap yung area or unit or department mo, you're given a larger amount of salary. Whereas kung 6 hours yung trabaho mo pero nasa ano lang, more on follow-up, paperwork, walang masyadong action within your unit or department, mas mababa din yung ibibigay sa'yo na bayad. Okay? So, yun yung ating monistic theory. ERG theory by Clayton, Alderfer. So ERG stands for existence, relatedness, and growth. So these are the needs, okay? Like for example, the accomplishment of your physiologic and safety needs, belongingness and social and love needs, as well as the self-esteem and self-actualization needs. So para din siyang nakapattern dun sa ating Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And you have your theory X and theory Y by Douglas McGregor, wherein there are several conditions, okay, on the leadership component. First is security. There should be a fair pay and fringe benefits, all right, regarding the leader's manner and attitude. So knowledge is also a component wherein the company policy and philosophy should be abided by, all right. And this is more concerned with the procedures, the rules and regulations of the company, and we should be very concerned also with the job duties and responsibilities of each. Consistent discipline, okay, doing the job according to expectations. Okay, so when you're expected to accomplish, for example, 100% of vaccinated children in 5 days, okay, so you do your job according to what the organization is expected you to do. Independence, okay, active involvement in contributing ideas and suggestions concerning activities that affect the organization as a whole. All right. Theory X and Theory Y people are the following. Theory X are people who dislike work. Okay, papasok pa lang, tinatamad na, inaantok na, pagod na. While Theory Y people treats work as a natural component or a natural occurrence. Okay, a natural component of your day. Okay, of your daily life. So Theory X also, or people under Theory X, um, must be directed to do the work. Okay? They must be directed. Para silang robot, kailangan kinokontrol mo, kailangan tinutuktukan mo, kailangan inuutusan mo, wala silang initiative. While Theory Y, these are people who will exercise self-control. They are independent, they know what to do. Hindi mo na sila kailangan i-direct, basta i-explain mo na you have to finish this. Okay, the specific instructions are already natural. I mean, the specific instructions ay alam na nila. Okay, alam na nila yung gagawin nila. Basta alam nila kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari, okay, for a certain activity. For example, okay, mayroong Christmas program, ang sabi mo lang sa for the nursing department, okay, ang sabi mo you have to make the people happy. You make this hall very inviting. Okay, tas mag ano din kayo, maghahanap din kayo ng masarap na pagkain. So, pagdating ng activity, alright, pulido na lahat. Wala ka ng hindi ka na problema. Minsan they also work beyond expectations. Okay? So yung na-expect mo minsan na nasosobrahan pa nila. Under Theory X, people want to avoid responsibility. While Theory Y, they enjoy so much responsibility. Okay? So, nakikita ninyo yan sa ano no, sa mga klase din ninyo. Alright? Ayan. So, mapapansin nyo si Syra is really a theory Y person. Okay? She enjoys responsibility. Kahit alam niya na makaka-apekto yan sa kanyang academics, alright, talagang inaccept niya yung responsibility to lead the studentry. Kahit mahirap, kahit ang daming issues, kahit ang daming, marami talaga yung hindi susuporta din along the way. But if you enjoy what you are doing, then these oppositions or these people who are opposing you along the way will just be a minute issue or problem. All right. So, Theory X people believes that achievement is irrelevant. Wala yan. Yung 90 na grade mo, pantay-pantay naman tayo pagdating ng araw. So, okay lang yung 75, basta pasado. But, with Theory Y people, they value achievements. Okay? Merong parte sa kanila na napaka vital ng bawat achievement or bawat nagagawa nilang maganda sa ibang tao. Theory X people are dull and uncreative. Alright? So, hindi sila nag-iisip ng magandang ideas. Wala silang masyadong contribution din sa organization. Alright? When you give them a task, minsan late, minsan walang ka-effort. But with Theory Y person, they have potentials, they have wide imagination, they have a very creative, okay, mind. Okay? So, Theory X, money is the reason for working. Sugurod nga trabaho akta para ijay pamilya tano dahil maipakan ko kanyada. Okay? While Theory Y people, money is one reason only for working. So aside from money, the 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 people, yung kanilang mga katrabaho, colleagues, yung meron silang care for the institution that they are working in. These are actually components. Yung pera is just a part of the work. Okay? In Theory X, people lack desire to improve quality. Okay? So, yan na yun nakasanayan natin. So, yan na lang din ang susundan natin. Alright? So, yan na din yung ginagamit natin before. Huwag nyo lang i-enhance kasi it will just complicate things. Okay? While Theory Y person or people, they want improvement in quality. Okay? So, ano kasi mas maganda sana kung dagdagan natin ng ganito para naman maiba yung ginagamit natin before, and this will definitely improve the quality. For example, in the case presentations, okay? So si theory wise sasabihin niya, lagyan kaya natin ng ano yan, ng genogram. Okay? Para mai-present natin ng mabuti yung family history of the patient. Sabi ni Theory X, wag na. Gawin na lang natin yung dating ginagawa natin kasi ano yan i-complicate mo lang eh. Pag lalagyan mo ng genogram, mas marami na naman silang tanong dyan. Yung mga panel pa man din toxic yung mga yan. Nagtatanong sila kahit out of this world, di ba? Hindi mo minsan mahagilap na sa mga reference materials yung isasagot mo sa kanila, mga ganyan. So, these are the differences between the Theory X and a Theory Y person. So, job satisfaction, okay, from two-factor theory or motivation-hygiene theory of Herzberg, okay. Sabi niya, job dissatisfaction occurs when adequate salary, okay, safe working conditions and relationships are not met. Okay. And motivation occurs with meaningful work and advancement opportunities. Okay. Si Ouchi, okay, of Theory Z, merong Theory X, may Theory Y, meron din Theory Z, who defined that in a workplace there should be collaborative decision making, so everyone should be involved. There should be long-term employment, okay? Yung tenure of security of tenure must be secured. Mentoring or preceptorship should also be a part of your development or your growth and development. And actually, holistic concern also. The totality of the person, okay, must be kept in place. All right. So what's the time now? Okay, so I think we are going to discuss the next topic, which is your leadership styles next time. So do an advanced reading, leadership styles such as autocratic or authoritarian, democratic, laissez-faire, participative. Okay, so yeah, thank you and good day.